What's good, Aquarius gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name is Annie, and I am going to read your tarot cards here in your April monthly tarot reading. This will be geared more towards Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But of course, anyone's welcome in this reading. You know, I encourage you to come in with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to learn something, to better yourself, and follow your intuition. Trust your gut to separate the messages that are meant for you and release what is not. If what comes through doesn't resonate, feel free to push it aside. You may choose to revisit these messages at a later date. Sometimes tarot will make more sense in the future. So again, just keep that in mind. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. We're going to talk about love and romance first, and then we will go into career, money, finances. So stick around for both if both interest you. Here we go. Aquarius, what's going on? What's going on in love? Ooh, some sort of formal spoken commitment. To me, this is actually like putting a title on it or establishing something with clarity. If at one point in time you weren't certain about someone or you were hesitant to commit, I don't know, I kind of see this as commitment. Yeah, because it seems like you may have healed some old wounds. If there was some sort of reason why you were hesitant or maybe you had trust issues, you're sort of turning the page. You're turning a corner because you've had some sort of new enlightenment or epiphany or just a change in perspective, possibly with meeting someone. This may or may not involve a Taurus or a Gemini. It doesn't have to. Possibly even a Virgo with that kind of Mercury energy. Yeah, it's like you're committing to starting something new and holding yourself accountable for what you choose to believe and tell yourself. Not being super susceptible to other people's influence or persuasion, doing what you know to be true in your heart. And it's possible that your commitment to a new person may ruffle a few feathers. That theme has come up a lot recently with sort of like not feeling supported or backed by the family or possibly a friend. Yeah, this isn't life-altering by any means. For some of you, I get a very small suggestion that you have a friend who's maybe not operating at the highest level. I don't think they're your sworn enemy. I don't think it's this hidden, purposeful manipulation strategy, but you may have a friend, particularly a Virgo or a Gemini, who's feeling like they're not succeeding in their own personal love life and romantic partnership and relationships. And so there might be a very small element of jealousy that when you start finding your person or your love life, it starts expanding in a new and different positive direction, they might sort of be having a negative perspective on it. And because they're your friend and, you know, maybe they're in on the conversation and what's going on, yeah, I don't know. I see them sort of, I don't even think they're consciously doing it. I think they're coming from kind of a broken place where they're saying things that are very pessimistic in nature or just are not helpful to you. Like you've already made your choice and you like this person and you're honoring your truth and they're just like, I don't know though, like remember the time they did that thing or they said that thing or, you know, they really don't make a lot of money. And like, I don't know, people are coming at you with sort of glass half empty perspective on what I assume to be a romantic partnership. It could be a business partnership or another friendship. So here's the thing. I don't think you need to operate out of like this extreme nature of, well, you know, how dare they? And I thought they were my friend as my buzzer goes off. This is more almost like send them good vibes and good wishes because I think this person is going through a time. And I just think they're vibing low right now. And so obviously, healthy boundaries, right? Make sure that the whatever you're thinking, the thoughts you're absorbing are coming from you and your heart, not so much sort of the outside, the critics, the you know, the whatever you want to say, the extra people in your life. Okay. You may have a Taurus coming in to profess feelings for you. You may have someone coming to you to discuss the idea of marriage. Yeah, there could be a discussion of joining financial, like joint finances or going in on the same bank account. Again, more Taurus energy here. You may have reservations, though, because you're worried that your person doesn't maybe have the best track record financially. And it's funny, I said that earlier, that might be an ongoing theme in your life, is that you found a person and you really love them, but you're worried about their own financial health independently. So understandably, you don't want to become this person's like sugar mama or sugar daddy, right? Tell me a little bit more about that. Yeah, think on it. You don't need to make any rush decisions. Again, if this is your person and they love you and they respect you, you don't owe them an answer right on the spot, right? Take time to think about it. That's what the Four of Swords says. It's like rest, put your mind at ease, walk away from the situation and get some healthy perspective. The thing is, I think most of you are going to choose to collaborate or join or whatever the term here is, whether it's bank accounts or working with them on some sort of project that would involve some stream of income. Let's see. Because you love them. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like there's this desire for you to take care of this person. And I don't mean totally and completely. I don't just mean financially. There's just a desire here. And I think mutually to, it's like you guys fit together well. And so with that, there's going to be, I don't know if sacrifices is the right term, but compensation. Like you make up for the areas where maybe this person lacks, but also vice versa. With reciprocity, they may excel in some sort of area that maybe sometimes challenges you or you struggle with. And so, I don't know, with these cards, I do see there being like a nice little, like we help each other out and it's not always perfect. And I do sense that someone here, and this could be you, financially have struggled in the past. Finances has not always been a Cinderella story for you or possibly your partner. But I in a way, I like that this is coming up because it's like you're not going to let it trouble you. You're refusing to give power to this idea that, like poverty mindset, like, oh, well, I grew up poor, so that's my narrative, that's my storyline. No, not at all. This could be a very positive, turning of the tide, or however you want to say it. It's like you're not giving power to negative thoughts or pessimistic thoughts. You're not devaluing yourself based on what number is in your bank account. It's like there's this really chill, like detached energy from, it's not escaping the issue or the problem. There's acknowledgement of it, but it's like very solution oriented and very glass half full, very positive. I'm almost getting kind of like Sagittarian energy here. Maybe that's going to factor into it, especially if you, Aquarius, have a strong Sagittarius placement. If it's like your rising or your moon, that's shining through. So double confirmation that this could be you. Just because we're on the topic of money, that seems to be sort of coming into your partnership. And this could be a business partnership, right? You may end up collaborating with someone from your past or someone in your family, or again, your romantic sweetheart, whatever you want to call it. You may end up starting a family business that the children inherit. And obviously that would be sorry. That could be later on down the road, for some of you. Others of you, you may have already had a family business and there's talks or discussion of passing it on to the family. These are very strong cards of family to me. Oh my God, I completely lost my train of thought. Okay, while we're on the topic of money, let me just pull a card on the Five of Pentacles. If Aquarius is looking for some solutions, advice, guidance, anything they need to hear about financial troubles or financial woes, financial worries, is there some? I mean, the thing is, you are already combating it with this really high vibe, positive energy. Committing to happiness and transformation. We have to remember this card represents Sun and Scorpio. So the sun brings warmth and illumination, creativity, positivity, authentic self-expression in many areas of life. And with Scorpio, it's transformation. It's burning out the past. It's letting things fall away or fall out that we don't need anymore so that we can become the new version of ourselves, right? Cocoon to the butterfly. So if at one point in time, again, financial struggles were just a huge weight in your life, it seems like you're turning the page. You're rewriting or not rewriting, maybe like starting a new chapter with this fresh, positive mindset of I don't know what the cause of this transformation has been, but maybe it's just you're sick and tired of that story, and so you're not leaning into victim mentality. You're like, no, I can solve this. I'm very capable of this. And again, it really does point back to the fact of like, I commit to myself. I believe in myself. I value myself. So, my finances are bound to reflect that, if not now, in the near future. I really like that. I really, really do. Yeah, be very cognizant on where your money's going to. Where can you cut costs, and in a very like kind of King of Swords, like kind of detached, non-emotional way. It's like, well, I have these two things, but do I need them both? Nah, I'll just get rid of one. Like I know for some of you, especially if you maybe have strong sentimentality, right? Or nostalgia, or, oh, I love my stuff, I love my things. Your Taurus might be that way too, or if you have strong Pisces in your chart. At the same time, though, I just see you decluttering. I really do. It's like at one point in time, these things meant the world to me. But, if I look around my house, my apartment, my living situation, and I'm going to say that cheesy thing, like, if you look at your stuff and, like, does it spark joy? If it doesn't, well, what the hell are we doing with it, right? So some of you, it's like you're putting stuff up for sale. You're putting stuff on Etsy or Craigslist or, you know what I mean? All the places you can sell stuff, offer up. Let's see. Yeah, difficult decisions or difficult choices. But the thing is, elimination, and again, allowing things to pull away or sacrifice or reduce or give up. It's clearing out your clutter and overall your energy, your health, your mind space to receive new and I think better blessings from the universe. Again, there does seem to be a joint decision or a mutual decision about finances with a romantic partner. I'm not exactly sure what the storyline is, but I do see that coming to the surface in the month of April. So, if that's something that you've been discussing, but it's kind of reached a standstill, that conversation is going to come up again. And I do think, again, you don't need to make a snap decision, but I don't think you've been forced to. But Aries season is a great time to take action, and I don't see a lot of fire. In fact, I don't see any fire here. So that to me is like, at what point in time are we actually going to, put in the effort, put in the energy to hold true to this promise to ourselves or this initiative, this idea, and actually put it into action. You have support from people in your life. You're not going at this alone if you don't want to. Some of you, it's so funny. This is almost turning into like a business reading. So that happens. As much as I try and separate them, sometimes the messages just come out all together. We're just going to roll with it. Some of you may be asking for or deciding whether you should ask for a loan or possibly another loan. Ace of Pentacles. That's a good idea. Business might get better though. You might not need to. Yeah, okay. I would keep, for the most part, keep at your current strategy. Whatever you're doing, regarding like, oh, I need more assets or more funds or more money, I think that's going to come sooner than later. And so before you make a snap decision to like, well, that's it, I'm not going to put any time or energy into this anymore, this stream of income, it's not working, that might not necessarily be true. It may have been stuck up. I'm sort of getting the word like clogged, or it may have been, I don't know, it's probably something going on in your birth chart with Saturn where there's extreme delays in some sort of payment or funds coming to you. But again, that's about to transform. The Hangman comes right before the Death card, and we talked about sort of that Sun in Scorpio, which is symbolic of the death and transformation of something. There's something new coming in, but again, cocoon stage to the butterfly. I think this money is about to be like set free or liberated or released, but it's not quite there yet. So do what you will with that message, but I'm not sure if that message, influences or enhances a current game plan that you currently have for money. Actually, you have a lot of interesting messages going on about money and career. So some of you, again, are potentially looking at putting money into your education or going back to school, getting some sort of degree or certificate. Again, to me, the message here is, I'm one tarot reader of 1,000 or 1,000,000, guys, right? So again, like, put this into your own context, and does it make sense for you? The message, what I'm picking up on here is, it's not saying don't go back to school or, don't get the degree certificate. I think it's saying be patient, because something in your near future might slightly alter or change that plan. So you might be glad that you didn't dish out a whole bunch of money for tuition and then realize, oh, I don't even need the degree. Like I can merge with this partner, or almost like, I said this to someone else, I don't know who. It may have been Taurus. I don't know. There's some help or nudge up where it's almost you get like a side door entrance to what you want to do versus having to, quote unquote, climb the corporate ladder or do the straight and narrow path of, I got to get the degree and then I do this and apply for the loan and blah, blah, blah. There's some alternate route, which that in itself seems very like Uranian to me. It's something unique and different. Your path and trajectory it's going to be changed or altered ever so slightly, but not in a way where you're like, oh shit, what have I done? It's just the opposite. It's like, it's almost like I need my Staples easy button. I'm like, oh, that was easier than I thought. So yeah, again, same message, raise your vibe, positive thinking here. And just when you think things couldn't get, well, actually, that's not really the expression. If you're in a mentality where you're like, things are bad, I don't know what to do, there is a reversal of fortune here. There's an influence of abundance and kind of good luck, positive energy, transformational wealth, I'm hearing, coming your way. This is a time to, again, take action. Take small steps, baby steps, right? Wands indicate action, but it's a page. It's a child. It's innocent. It's new. It's naive. It's still learning the ropes. So I would say don't go kind of extreme all or nothing on something if you aren't absolutely certain of it. Have a taste. Take a waft, right? Put your senses out there and sort of see what you absorb from, watching others or networking with people in a similar field or seeking out advice or guidance from leaders or supervisors or whoever you look at as some sort of mentor or, I'm going to use the word like icon in whatever it is you're trying to do financially. You're a student. You're very much a student here. So be curious, be adventurous, be intrigued, be suspicious, right? You don't have to take every piece of advice as like the word of God from whoever you're connecting with here. It's information to absorb and ponder. Again, the universe is saying, take your time with this decision. There isn't this rushing energy, even though it's Aries season, which can be very, very fast and impulsive. So I feel like you're being asked to sort of temper that out. All in good time. Let's balance it out. Let's take action. Let's not just rest on our laurels and sink deeper into, I don't know, financial debt. Like let's be solution oriented, but let's take it a step at a time. I do see money coming through for you though. So that's awesome. All right. I thought that was going to be about relationships, and maybe it is. Maybe it's about business relationships, but we're going to do one more about love and romance. Okay. Let's do this deck. Why not? Aquarius. Love and romance and possibly relationships of all kinds. We'll see if anything about friends and family comes through. Ooh, I see a soulmate with a King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially a Leo. I saw 4 of Wands, so you might be reaching a milestone in some sort of relationship, especially with your fire sign. There could be proposals or moving in together or, committing to one another exclusively. There's a milestone coming up with your fire sign, and it's reason to celebrate and get excited. All right, cool. There you are. Another Aquarius coming in maybe. Ooh, and a Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's like you've captured the heart of another Aquarius for some of you. Others of you, there's a Cancer who's like knocking on your door, just like, hey, don't forget about me. Because it's a queen, I don't think this person is brand new to you. For most of you, I mean, I guess it's always possible, but you have someone who has big ideas in love and how they want to sort of connect with Aquarian on a much more deeper emotional level. You're entertaining it. I think you like the attention. I think there's a fun flirtation between you, but I'm not sure you're sold on it. You might just be at a place right now where you don't feel like you have enough time to commit to or invest in like a committed relationship. You might be someone who's just more interested in kind of playing the field right now or just kind of seeing what's out there. I don't know. It's like you're waiting for the chips to fall, but I don't know what that really means. Yeah, okay, you have your hands full. I think that's what it is. For some of you, if you do know this person relatively well, FYI, this could also be someone in your circle of friends who's, they're sweet on you and you're just trying to keep it, friend zone-ish. I totally see that as well. Especially for same-sex couples, I will say. I have a lot of female energy, but again, it could be easily any gender involved, of course. Some of you know this person on a more personal, possibly intimate level. But something about this person and their very intense emotional energy, in the long term, you may sort of believe or feel as if you can't quite handle all the emotional baggage that comes with this person. Like they feel things very deeply, right? But it's possible some of you feel that this person isn't emotionally mature enough, and so you don't want to have to be their their emotional savior, which I sort of get. I do. And obviously that's not for everyone. But I do see you feeling like something about this person comes at you, and it could potentially be burdensome. The thing is, her face looks very positive, and again, there's like a little smirk, like, I know you like me, I see you, like it's playful. And so I'm not sure you've totally made up your decision. For some of you, you do like this person, you're just busy with work or family stuff, or you have your hands full. So you, in a sense, I get it, you don't want to lead them on and promise them the sun and the moon and the stars in romance when you just don't have time to do it, right? You're respecting your body, you're focused on your healing, whatever this is. You have your priorities in order. I do like that. However, again, the other storyline here is that this person thinks the sun shines out of your butt, and you're just like, I'm so flattered. Like, this person is so sweet, but like, they're a lot. Like, their energy is just a lot. It's very intense. Again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer is frequently coming through with the Queen of Cups, but it could be anyone, guys. That's kind of how tarot is. But strong water energy, very strong emotional reactions. They could have their moon in a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Judgment. All right, here we are. This person is like really showing up for you, really putting on a show. They really want your attention, or they really want you to notice them, to see them. And the thing is, you do, but there's also like, I don't want them to know that I'm acknowledging them. Yeah, I don't know. Some of you, I could see you kind of playing hard to get here. And again, you might have your reasonings, but I would say this to anyone. If you do like this person, playing hard to get can be kind of immature, right? If you're not interested, that's one thing. Totally respect that. But if it's like this, oh, I love the thrill of the chase, like they don't really stand a chance, but I love watching them try, that's evil, Aquarius. I know some of you are giggling. Like, some of you, you're totally doing that, and you're just like, yeah, but like, it's not a big deal. It is to this person, though, because, again, you guys know this person feels very deeply. So even though when they, approach you and on the surface it's light and fluffy and flirty, I feel like they go home at night and they're just like, oh my God, why doesn't Aquarius like me? Are they ever going to ask me out? Like, this person has very, very strong feelings for you. What is Judgment pointing towards? The Seven of Wands. All right, so Seven of Wands is typically someone who feels like they need to back off, or they feel like they're being blocked. And I would say for a lot of you, that's true. So, I mean, I almost feel like I'm reaching into this reading now. This might even be for the cross watchers. I don't know. The Two of Wands. Yeah, so this person has a decision to make. If they're not getting the emotional connectedness, that energy that they're searching for in a partner, they're slowly going to start to back off, and they have a decision whether or not they're going to try and let go of this. So again, maybe that's just like an FYI to you. Like, if you are interested, possibly time to sort of step up your game and make more of a I don't know if a declaration, but don't leave this person in the dark, because that's sort of where I see this right now. Others of you, again, you flat out know it's too much for me. Like, I like them, and like, I consider them a friend. Again, that smirky smile, I don't think you hate them. I don't think you detest them. I just think it's like, oh, that's so cute, but I don't want to hurt their feelings. But like, no, like, I would let this person in. I would reveal sort of what's going on with you. Yeah, okay, so what's between you is the Five of Coins. Don't love that. I don't see that. I don't see this panning out to be like, this magical fairy tale romance. I think ultimately someone is probably going to feel rejected and hurt. And again, a valuable lesson for this person, that as long as you're honest and clear, and you can always let someone down gently, it's ultimately not your responsibility how they deal with those emotions. I will say this person does come on very strong, and so this might be a really good opportunity for them to learn to practice more emotional intelligence, or how to respond more thoughtfully to what they're feeling. But yeah, I do think this person is going to be hurt that you reject them. But again, that's no reason not to if you're not feeling it. Others of you, I think that's the main message, just to be very clear. Others of you, there is a chance that, again, that Five of Coins that came up earlier, you might be really struggling financially, and it's too much. If this person had been maybe a little bit less aggressive in their pursuit of you, if it could have just remained kind of like a friendly, let's go on a date or two and see what happens, it's possible you would have maintained the connection, but like money is so tight right now and you seem strapped for cash and you might be building a business that you're just like, yeah, no, like you just can't do it right now. Page of Wands. Yeah, this is small. This is like small potatoes. This is someone you dated a few times, or again, there was a lot of like witty banter and flirtation, but it just doesn't quite take off in the way I think this person was expecting, particularly like they put all their chips on you, Aquarius. I don't know how else to tell you that. So then let's kind of move away from that. In terms of Aquarius's energy, and that could also be with another Aquarius, just so you know, you might be, Queen of Cups energy, especially again, if you are cuspy with Pisces, you might be feeling that type of way about another Aquarius, in which case the message still stands. Someone there is not reciprocating the same amount of feelings. So just keep that in mind. What else? Aquarius prospects for dating or where things are headed. Competition for the King of Wands. So some of you are interested in a fire sign and they have a lot of competition. What is this King of Wands looking for? They want stability. They actually are not into all the bells and whistles. This is probably someone who's cuspy. So Leo, Virgo, Sag, Cap, Aries, Taurus. Money is important to them, not in a materialistic way, not at all. It has to do with responsibility. It has to do with not just, I've been saying this a lot again, something about a theme in these readings, not just telling them your game plan and your hopes and dreams and wishes. It's like, well, where's the proof? Show me your success story. Where's the evidence? This person's rather serious and down to business. And I think you are very taken and kind of swoony about them. Ace of Cups. All right. So to me, this actually says they haven't chosen one yet. They're holding back on who they offer their heart to because I think they're very cautious by nature. Not your classic fire sign. This person has recently gone through some sort of spiritual transformation. This person may also be grieving the loss of a pet. I know that's very specific, but I just got that. They may have had a pet that recently passed away, and so they're a little bit heartbroken right now. And again, it's similar to the other story. It's like their focus right now just isn't relationships, but it's not that they're not open to it. It's just not the highest priority. So 4 says this might go through bouts of stagnancy where it's kind of, we had a really great date, but then they didn't call me for a week, but then they did. And again, you guys know what I'm going to tell you. Don't put your life on pause for anyone, but if you can practice emotional intelligence and sort of, practice good self-control of not letting your brain spin out on, create fictitious scenarios that aren't there. I think this person is interested, but they're willing to kind of take it real slow. I see this person wanting to take it really slow. This is one of those storylines where it's like loved by many, but caught by very few. This person does have a lot of suitors and options, but they're not. It takes a lot to impress them. This isn't the type of person who just falls in love overnight. There has to be some sort of established trust built. And so again, I see you being, I hate to use the word a valid competitor because in theory you shouldn't have to compete for this person's attention. But what I mean is like, if you're already kind of interested, I don't see any reason why you're less than any other option. You're not. It's just, again, there's a lot of slow moving energy here. It's very strong Sagittarius Capricorn energy to me. The Magician, manifestation. Who they going to choose? The 2 of Cups. Yeah, so eventually they are going to be ready to start dating and pursuing more seriously. They're just caught up right now. There's something that's taking a lot of there's something going on in their personal life that has been quite emotionally draining. They might be taking care of a sick parent, a sister, a mother. Some sort of feminine energy might some sort of feminine energy might require their attention, even if this is a male a female. It also could be their own health, right? They may have been battling some illness and they're in recovery mode and building up their strength. And Yeah, again, I don't fault this person for wanting to take it slow because they have other pressing issues and priorities, but they are looking to manifest love. But do you see how it's not immediately? It's like, I got to do this, then I got to do this, then maybe I'll have some time to date. Yeah, I mean, I do see you having a chance here. What's the deal? Keep valuing yourself. Do not devalue yourself and put yourself in some sort of role where you're the desperate woman or the desperate man and why don't they love me? And no, like, stand your ground, own your beauty and your confidence. That's going to attract this person. This person does not like messy emotions. It's like, keep it together, hold it together. We have responsibilities here. We can't let our emotions sweep us away. And again, this is just what the cards are saying. I have very strong water in my chart, so I tend to welcome and understand the idea of the complexity of emotions, right? I want to put that in there because some of you are like, well, I do feel a lot of things, and I am very sensitive, and if this person doesn't understand that, then again, that's fine. Own who you are. I'm not saying change who you are to fit this person's standard, not by any means, but I do think that it's like, meditate on the earth energy in your chart because that's what's going to bring this together. If you are Aquarius sun, that's strong air. If this person is a fire sign, that's strong fire. The connection you guys have though is very earthy. It's responsibility and long-term and longevity and brick by brick and slow and steady wins the race. That's where this is headed. You may also have another earth sign pursuing you. This might not be your only option. Something that you were sort of struggling with and like, I just don't feel like they're into me the same way I'm into them. That might actually be a blessing in disguise or a sign from the divine that, yeah, if it really is a struggle, maybe it's not worth holding on to. If you release and let the chips fall where they will, you may end up with like a new person in your life that you aren't even anticipating, especially an earth sign, especially, again, a Capricorn. You have a lot of Capricorn energy in surrounding you right now. Knight of Wands. Yeah, see, this person will make more of an effort. This person wants a quicker commitment, or at minimum, the physical connection here is very, very important to them. But again, if they're coming from a Queen of Coins perspective, it's both. It's longevity and tangible and real, and what you see is what you get. But like, let's go have fun. Like, let's go dancing. Let's hop into bed and see what's up. Like this person has far more drive and motivation to, I don't know if lock it down, but to initiate plans and move forward with them, where this person's, again, slow. They're very slow. So that's what I see coming through for you regarding romance. I am going to pull a moon card for you, a little oracle moon card to wrap this all up. Remember to like the video if you've made it this far. I would really appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. And if you resonate with the material that comes through in my readings, please tell your friends, share it on your pages. All that would be so helpful to me. I would be very grateful. All right, for Aquarius, what? Ooh, the whole deck fell out. We'll take this one. What message for Aquarius wants to come out here? A fiery climax approaches the full moon in Aries. Let's see. It is time for you to see if you have been a bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept on some level that you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. Attune to the moon. Be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card include being assertive is good, just don't ride the roughshod of anyone. I don't know what that means, actually. ROUGHSHOD, the roughshod of anyone. That one's a new word to me. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way into peace, and don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue. You need to have more fun. All right, Aquarius, that's what I got for you for the month of April. How fitting that in Aries season you had an Aries card come up. So, yeah, associating or meditating on that kind of fiery energy may give you some insight here, too. Thank you for joining me today. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Aquarius.